So the new season just started, and in this video we'll talk about some new changes that were made to the game and about how to rank up fast. How can you get to Unreal fast? First, let's talk about the rotating items that got added. So you have the grappler. With the grappler, always try to grapple and then slide. That's how you can get the most out of your grappler. For the Rift to Goes, they sadly didn't add that you can't pick up things if you rift. So there's one strategy you can use. If you build up 3 tiles and then get back down and rift below them, then you can rift, fly down, land on the tiles, jump down, get the weapon you want to get, and then hop in the rift again. That way you don't waste a slot, and you can pick things back up after you rift. Yeah, that's the 2 new rotating methods. Then let's get to the cool new strategies. So we have a lot of explosive items this season. There's a few really cool strategies you can use, especially with the RPG. I really like this one. So if you're on top of someone's box, if you already hit someone, he's boxed up, he wants to heal, you can use the RPG to basically just jump in his box. And all these strategies, they're really good for playing aggressive. So I'll show a clip of me jumping in someone's box with the RPG. It works really good if you stand behind the cone. You can watch the clip. Yeah. So all these strategies with explosives make it way easier to play aggressive. And that's basically the meta this season. You want to be really aggressive this season. Especially, we also have the deagle. You can go for some shots before the fight starts. You can already get that 70 tag before the fight. And then you can just keep pressuring them with all the explosives, C4, grenades, grenade launcher, rocket launcher, and stink grenades. The stink grenades are really good for pushing people out of boxes. So if you stink the front, you flank around the back, and he basically runs into you. You get some good white damage on the guy. Plus you can piece control him if you kind of push him into your direction. That's how you really want to use those items. Also with the C4 is really good for just getting in someone's box, taking their wall, just keeping the pressure on them. With the grenade, one thing you can try, especially if you're playing duos, if you both have 3 grenades, someone's boxed up, you go 65 meters away. You look at you mark the place you want to shoot, the box of the enemies. You mark that, then you look at the top of the marker when you're aiming with your grenade. Then you go like 1/3 down to the 3rd line, and then you can throw the grenade. And then it lands perfectly on top of the enemies. If you and your duo both throw 3 grenades, you can get some easy damage, easy kills. Yeah, that's how you can use that one. Yeah, grenade launcher is also really good, close range. Let's say someone's box fighting you, he goes for the top corner edit. You can get a grenade in there, because the grenade is proximity, it'll explode instantly. So that's really useful as well. Yeah. So overall, meta is definitely play aggressive. You can land somewhat passive, but in your fights, try to play really aggressive. That's how you'll rank up the most. If you just land somewhere, get some loot so you don't die off spawn, then if you get into fights, play really aggressive. And if you survive to 2nd, 3rd zone, you're already top 10. So you can get easy points this season. Plus, because the season is so short, you get more rank, so you can rank up faster. When you're choosing a loadout, you have to always consider how fast the weapons shoot. So you always want to have, like, for example, you want one shotgun let's take the pump shotgun that doesn't shoot as fast, and then you compare that with a fast shooting weapon like the AR, or you compare it with the SMG or LMG this season. Yeah, so always pair weapons together, so you have one fast shooting one and one slow shooting one. Always pair them together so you have one follow-up weapon. You can also play tag. With the tag you don't really need a follow-up weapon, so you can basically play any AR or SMG or explosive. Yeah. And we have 3 shotguns this season. So the pump shotgun we already talked about. Try to pair that with a fast shooting weapon. And the pump shotgun is really good if you want to go for some close range fights, but you're good at piece control, so you can go for some edits and nice shots from 1 box away. Then the pump is for you. If you want to be really aggressive and just jump in boxes, then the tactical shotgun is really good, because it just has that fast fire rate, so you can just hop in boxes. hit every shot and get a quick kill. And then the third one is the heavy shotgun that you can use if you want to play a bit more distance. Yeah, so we have our old OG map back. For competitive, I would recommend landing on the outskirts this season, because in the middle there are a lot of mountains on this map. There are a lot of sight lines you can be seen from, especially from when you're trying to run around and you have to stay in this middle because you landed somewhere tilted or dusty. So I would recommend going junction. This corner up here is really good. You can land a motel, this factory, or junction. You get really good mats back here, and there's pretty good loot too. Then I also recommend this part down here. Racetrack is really good. There's also some little cities back here. Racetrack also has really good mats. And then for overall dropping this season, it really depends on how you want to play. If you want to play more aggressive, go for tilted, go for retail, maybe pleasant. Try to go some hot drop just to get some action straight away. But if you're not that confident yet, if you just want to get some loot first and then go engage in some mid-game fights, I would recommend landing a bit on the outskirts, maybe risky, lazy, greasy, depending on where the bus goes. So you maybe land with 1 or 2 other people, so you can practice off-spawn fighting a bit, but there's not too much going on. Yeah, and if you just want to play passive, just get a few games in. Try to land in unnamed locations. You can land at motel or back here, somewhere here in the sand area. Yeah. So first we'll talk a bit about the new competitive cups you can play. So right now there's OG creator cups that you can play with some prize pool. Those are really cool to get started. We can instantly play some games. That's really fun that they did that instantly. Then the new thing they added this season is the ranked cups. So depending on what rank you are, you can unlock a new cup. And I would really recommend this cup to people that are trying to get into tournaments and that just want to play a cup, see how they place, and just practice a bit, because this is really good, especially for people that are maybe gold or platinum or even or bronze, or higher if you want to play for fun. But these are really really fun to get into competitive. There's solo, you have some duos, zero build. You can do zero build or build in each mode. And we have squads, so solo, duo, and squads, which is really cool. Squads is going to be a bit chaotic, but yeah. Then we still have the Solo Victory Cup on Mondays, like last season, at the same time with the Zero Build Duo Cup, so you can choose which one you want to play. I would definitely recommend playing the Solo Cup for people that are already play competitive and want to get their first earnings. It's a really good chance, because if you're already at a high level, you can easily qual to the second round, and then you just need to win one game in finals, and you got your first $100.